If we don't find her and perform the ritual, we're all dead.
Found her.
Damn it, Emily!
I don't know what I'm doing!
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel over here at Broke Boy Media, and today we're going to be reviewing Ready or Not. And as always, I'm joined by Devin. How you doing today, buddy?
Doing good. I am ready.
You're ready or not? Ready or not, here I come. One.
That weird song.
That was a freaky song. But before we get started today, I just wanted to let you guys know that you can follow us on Twitter at Broke Boy Media. That's broke_boy, spelled BOI_media. And you can also listen to this review on you can listen to this review on Spotify, iTunes, and Anchor, and you can watch the video version on YouTube. So we're all here, and as I said, we're going to be reviewing Ready or Not today. And before we get started, I'll just read the quick little synopsis here that's on IMDb. A bride's wedding night takes a sinister turn when her eccentric new in-laws force her to take part in a terrifying game. And this movie was buck wild. It really was. It was
the
insane.
first thing I texted you when it ended was just that was badass.
It really was
just badass.
I absolutely loved it, and it was just so wow. Like going into this movie, and when I first saw it in theaters, I was like, oh, that looks really interesting. Like, I'll definitely go see it. And then, but it really sucks. They only had the one trailer, but I was kind of happy that they did, because there were a lot of surprises in this movie that I was not expecting. But what were your thoughts about it?
I loved it.
Even just from seeing the trailer before, did you have like any doubts?
No, I think we were both really excited when we saw the first trailer.
I think so. I agree. I definitely agree. But yeah, man, Satanists are just running wild.
I will give a disclaimer. It's not really scary, like, at all.
No, it's more of like a suspense.
The comedy really makes up for it.
Right.
It's more of a comedy in my eyes.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely like a dark comedy too. I mean, some of the stars you have Adam Brody, Mark O'Brien, you have Samara Weaving, who did a phenomenal job.
She is a star on the rise.
She really is. She's in that show Babysitter on Netflix. Movie. Wow. Still haven't seen it. I need to watch it.
You gotta watch it.
I gotta watch it. But yeah, this is definitely a dark comedy. I guess I would put it in the same realm as A Quiet Place in a way, just because it's more of like a suspenseful thriller, and kind of like with Get Out, but not quite there. Maybe Bird Box. Not really Bird Box. Well, I guess just the thriller and suspense.
It's a similar idea to Get Out.
Right.
Just kind of husband instead of the girlfriend taking him.
Right. And, you know, she's marrying into this family. You know, she thinks she's going to be a part of this esteemed empire. And crap hits the fan. It hits.
She draws the one card that no one wants to draw.
Yeah, and it's so weird. It's like, oh, you know, we could play. So like the premise of it, by the way, this is spoilers as well. You know, for anyone who hasn't really, who has seen it, you know, they're talking about, oh, you know, we had to play a game at midnight, you know, on the night of your wedding night, and you know, we just play games because that's pretty much what our family is. They built all this money because forgot the guy's name. What was it, like their father, grandfather was like, I guess, like super
just
into games,
made a deal with
toys.
The devil.
Yeah, making a deal with the devil, and if they don't kill the bride, or for the game Ready or not by checkers or anything like that, I would imagine it's just a random game of checkers, or, you know, Sorry or Monopoly or whatever the heck they're playing. If they don't kill her by sunrise, they all die. And Yeah, they all die.
I really love how straightforward the movie is. Like,
yeah, it's
they
just
don't
like
try to
this
they don't
is
try to trick you. They
Yeah.
don't try to make you think about some weird puzzle.
right.
figure
It's like
anything out. It's just,
this is what's going on, and this is what has to happen.
yeah.
We place a blank playing card into the box. Our initiate then has the privilege of drawing the card, and Mr. LaBelle will tell us which game to play.
Yeah, it's
I
very
do wish they would have
straightforward.
went more into a bit more of a depth of backstory, but this is a small little gripe I have with it. But overall, I absolutely loved it. I would have to say, man, when she falls into the like carcass pit, and then she tries to climb back up.
Oh, that had some that had the Quiet Place. I had the Quiet Place vibes.
Yeah, that is exactly when Emily once steps on the nail when she's pregnant.
It was a little easier here though, because there's already a hole there from the gunshot.
I thought she was gonna like rip her hand, man. Cause like I was like, okay, you know, like if she falls down, maybe she'll fall deeper down into like a corridor or something. And then it was just like, nope. She has one hand on, she's slipping, and she puts the other hand up. It's straight on the nail, and I was like, oh my god, that is man.
Her screams are so
Her
good.
screams
They
gave
like
me
have
chills.
reverb.
Yeah.
There's like reverb on her screams. She's like, she could be Jamie Lee Curtis if she wanted to. Like a legit scream queen.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis.
She could be the next scream queen, or just a regular star. Either way, I want more Samara Weaving.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's this horror. There's horror. There's an horror aspect, mystery and thriller. It's all great. And you know, her husband. I forgot his name. Sorry, I just saw this last night too. But
Alex.
her husband. Like, I was rooting for him for the longest time, and then it ended up being the brother. Was the brother younger or was Alex younger?
The brother was older.
The brother was older. Okay, yeah, and it ended up being.
I kept flipping back and forth whether or not he was gonna flip, and then
Yeah,
he
it ended up
flipping.
being freaking Alex, who at the very end. Well, I think it's because she killed his mom. Because
But he also said he would have killed his mom.
That is true. Then he kind of just like snapped. I think
he had that monologue where he's talking to his mom. He's like, "She changed me, and I would choose her over you."
Yeah.
But then just changes his mind again.
Probably. Yeah.
He's a pussy.
Yeah. Pretty much. And you know, all this pressure on his family to come back to the family essentially. And I mean, he obviously knows what happens and you know what is. So it's kind of. It's crazy, man. But like, even when we first met Alex's brother, and you're like, okay, you know, when they first start the game, and she like, you know, runs into him in the house when she's hiding. Honestly, if she would have hid, and
that was a really funny scene. She just slowly turns, and he's like, "Hey."
He's like, "Don't worry, I'm just getting a drink."
Adam Brody played the perfect like drunk brother that just didn't care about what was going on.
He didn't care about anything. Literally the entire time they're in the study, they're just sitting there talking, and he's like, I'll give you a 10-second head start. But then like he kind of helps her out because he lets her run, and then 10 seconds later he's like, she's in the study. But he's in the study, and he's like, oh, you just missed her. Yeah. They're like, what the hell? And then the poor maids.
All of them.
Was it 3 of them or 2 of them altogether? I think it was only 2 because the one got shot by
one was hiding.
No, it was 3 because the first one got killed by the sister who was doing crack or was it cocaine or whatever? She was crazy. Was it Emily or something like that? And so she was killed by one of the sisters. The second one got killed by the crossbow.
That was great. I had a lady next to me in my theater who was laughing for about 5 minutes straight when that crossbow scene happened.
She was just
dying.
Oh my god, that was so funny though. And then the third maid got crushed inside of the
yeah, she did die in there.
Yeah. But honestly, if Samara's character would have stayed hidden in that little compartment, she probably would have made it. Maybe. Possibly. Because, like...
But that would have been very hard to stay in there till dawn.
Yeah, very, very... Well, and especially with her not knowing what's going on. And I kind of like it how, you know, it wasn't just like, oh, you know, let's give this girl a shotgun and, like, she'll just, like, start wrecking people. It was more of, you know, she found the bullets, but they were on display. But she still uses a shotgun, but in other ways. And I was like, okay, so it's not just Emily Blunt with a shotgun. It's not just, like, another girl with, like, you know, like, let's start, you know, let's get to business, essentially. But that's what I really appreciated about it. But...
I loved like the slow motion scenes they had with her that made her just look so. She was like an action star. Like when she first cuts off her dress and has the shoes on, it shows her cool ass outfit. And then when she gets those shotgun shells wrapped around her chest, and then just all slow motion.
She was like, "Whoa." I think one of the funniest parts is when she goes to the gate, and then like her back gets cut. And then,
and then the guy just drives past. She said a lot. She said a lot.
Oh my gosh. She was like, "Why are you freaking asshole?" I was like, I would have done that too. Honestly. Like,
and
this dude just blew past her.
That freaking butler just wouldn't go away.
He was, yeah. Like, oh man, she was so close. I mean, you got to make sure that the body is like just dead, just overall, just come on, like you have to make sure, but that's okay. Man, I'm trying to think. I think the funniest guy was like the bigger dude with the crossbow when he's getting to know
Fish.
Fish.
Don't
getting
be a
to know
bitch,
your crossbow.
Bitch. Don't be a bitch. Bitch.
He's like, how the fuck? He's like, how old is this fucking thing? Man, it was. I mean,
he typed in the search bar, "Are deals with the devil real or bullshit?"
Yeah. And then towards the very end, you know, it's pretty much dawn, and they open up the windows, and then the curtains, and he's like, "I knew it. I knew it was all bullshit."
everyone in the theater was just waiting, like, what's gonna happen? And
he's like, "Do you
honestly
think you're gonna die?" And then, but like, I was like, I don't know, they might, because the dad was like very like, you know, well, controlling, number one, and completely insane. But then this his sister, whose husband died during the beginning of the movie, because I think they said it's been a while since someone drew that card, and then they all start exploding one by one as
that old creepy aunt went for the axe and then just got destroyed by the devil.
She just plopped it.
And then everyone starts plopping, and then
the kids, the two kids,
they deserved it. They were doing it too.
He freaking shot her in the hand, man, when they were in the barn.
Yeah, and
I was like,
then she just punched him in the face. I was like, damn.
Right. I was
just
like,
knock
okay.
that kid out.
Well, we saw two punching out. We saw one in Ready or Not, then we saw another one in Peanut Butter Falcon.
Two kids got punched. Two kid punching scenes.
Two movies.
Kind of weird.
That was great. But yeah, man, this thing, I don't want to say it's a lot of heart, but it definitely keeps you on your toes, because you really want to see what happens at the end when Dawn actually hits.
I loved the ending.
The ending was the best.
When she just kept laughing as everyone's dying, I was just like, oh, that's so good.
She wasn't going to die even if they died, right? Or like right before, she was like, I want a divorce, and she throws the ring, and Alex is like, he's like, oh, I'm still alive, like, you know, he hasn't killed me yet, like, it doesn't affect me. And he's
I don't know if those were connected or not. I don't really know.
I don't think it would have been connected for her, because she's the one who survived.
Yeah.
So if she survived, that means the other ones died. But I don't know what came over Alex though. That was really weird.
Yeah, he kind of just
like reverted back to like whatever he was, I guess.
I guess he just panicked. I don't know.
Or just like lost it overall. Because like she was like, he was like trying to catch. He's like, ah!
It wasn't in an evil way though. It wasn't like an evil twist. Like a lot of people probably would have expected.
I think it was the fact that his
desperation.
Yeah, I think it was the fact that his brother ended up dying. But I don't think he knew that he died protecting her. I don't think they got to that point yet. I can't remember. I don't know. But man, I'm trying to think what else.
To the point.
Yeah, it was great. So I think, I don't know, man, out of this movie, I mean, out of 100, excuse me, I would probably give this like a solid 80, just overall.
Yeah, I was thinking somewhere around there. I think if the horror elements were a little stronger, it would have been a lot better. Because, like I said,
I wanted to dive more into why they had to like make this pact and what started this in the first place.
Because, like I said, none of it is scary, really. Like I didn't feel scared or.
Oh no! I just felt on my toes because I wanted to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, the suspense and the thrilling parts were really good, but like I said, there's no horror. The comedy really surprised me. I didn't expect it to be that funny, but I'd give it probably a 80 as well.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, let's just wrap this up here really quick. And thank you, Devin, always for coming on. And everyone at home, thank you for listening and or watching this. If you are listening to this, it's probably on iTunes, Spotify, or Anchor. Wasn't sure if I should upload it to like another platform. I guess the more the merrier. We'll see. Kind of want to start building more of a community on one of these other platforms as we do on Twitter. And you can also follow us on Twitter at BrokeBoyMedia. Again, that's broke_boy, spelled BOI_media. And we'll see you guys in the next one.